everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited to have you guys here. My name is Jean and we'll be doing a pick a card reading about your future spouse. Particularly, how will he be proposing to you? Now, it's a two-part reading. So we have the first part, which is the details surrounding the proposal. And then we also have a second part. Now, the initials part of the reading is separate from this one. So this is just all the cards reading. So if you scroll down in the description box or in the comment section below, you'll see another set of pick a pile cards. So for that part, this is all initials, months, dates pertaining to your future spouse and specifically to the proposal, but anything that would resonate and would be relevant to your reading. Now, I've prepared 4 piles for you guys to choose from. So we have here pile number 1 with the rose quartz chip. We have pile number 2 with the sodalite chip. Well, that's almost a tumblestone. Then we have pile number 3 with the citrine chip. And then pile number 4 with the tiger's eye chip. Okay, so you can pick based on the card. You can also pick based on the crystal that resonates to you the most. And then when you guys are ready, let's get started with pile number 1. Hi, pile number 1. If you've chosen the rose quartz crystal, this reading is for you. So I'm gonna lay out all of your cards first, and then we'll proceed with your reading. So for the first card, the astral house is actually pertaining to career. Okay. Now for the rest of the tea leaf cards, you guys have man. For the next card, you also have harp or great happiness. Next, you have target. And then you have bridge. And then for the rest of your cards, for the romance angels, you have stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, and then we also have, for the tarot, we have the princess of swords or the page of swords in traditional tarot. You also have the 7 of cups. We also have the hermit card in reverse. And then we have desert vision quest. Okay. So, pile number 1. How will your future spouse be proposing to you? Now, first and foremost, I would like to, tell you guys about the first energy collectively in the cards. So for those of you who pick the rose quartz group, I'm seeing that it's either you or your future spouse is a hopeless romantic. Like you are, you love to love. It's also possible that for some of you who have picked this pile, you may be marrying later in life. It could be in your late 30s or in your early 40s. So there's no specific timeline. But what I'm seeing here is that, especially with the stay optimistic about your love life card, this is a place, or you're coming in from a place wherein the waiting time feels almost forever. Okay, so I'm also getting it with the desert card. It's like these 2 cards are vibing each other out, and it doesn't necessarily have to be with age. It could also be, you're a younger age than the ones mentioned, but then your journey towards romance, the things that you have gone through is really challenging. It's really noteworthy. I'm almost running out of words, but it's really intense. There you go, for the lack of a better term. Your experience with romance, the things that you've gone through with love, regardless of your age or the experiences, it's intense. It's almost to the point wherein you almost want to stop believing in love and marriage. Now, with career card coming in, so I'm seeing that for most of you guys are career-oriented people, You tend to pour your heart, your soul into your career, your profession. So even if for most of you, I'm seeing that even if for the longest time you were not satisfied with your love situation, your career has been blooming all along. So I'm seeing the independent girls, the independent women, men in this group. But also in relation to the proposal, the original topic for your pick a card, I'm seeing that with career card, this talks about your future spouse actually putting in a lot of effort. And I'm talking about a lot of effort, like grandiose level of effort in terms of his or her way of proposing to you. Okay, so it's not gonna be a simple kind of proposal. No, it's gonna be grand. It's gonna be, one for the record. It's gonna be almost fairy tale like. It's beautiful. Okay, one thing that I can say is that it's really beautiful. It's the kind that can make other people, wish that they would have the same kind of proposal. Okay, now let's talk about the rest of your cards for your reading. Now, up next we have here man. I'm seeing that with the man card, okay, your future spouse, before actually proposing to you, they will be getting the blessing of specifically your father, or if that doesn't resonate with you, it could be a male guardian in your life, who is very important, in your life. Okay, so it could be anyone. Could be a brother, could be an uncle, could be a grandfather, or if there's no specific man in your life, let's see, you were raised by a single mom, could also be relating to your mom, because you see your mom both as your mother and your father. So man here is speaking about your future spouse actually talking it out with your parents or with your guardians, with your friends first, the ones whose blessings matter the most in terms of marrying you. Okay, and then we move forward with the harp card. Now, harp, target, bridge. Okay, so they're related to one another. I'm seeing here more on the setting. Okay, and with the desert quest, so the desert card actually has more role here, not just vibing with this card. But anyway, we mentioned it's very beautiful, right? It's beautiful, it's romantic. Now I'm seeing here that the setting, the view in particular, is very wow. Like, just wow. It's outdoors, okay, is what I'm seeing. It's outdoors, and apart from it being beautiful, the nature, okay, the view of it being beautiful itself, there's going to be a grand setup surrounding it. So for some of you, I'm seeing that it could be, let's say, it's beside a waterfall, and then there is a party, or your future spouse has prepared something at the edge of a cliff, something. Or it could be, on a mountain top or in a hill. But regardless of the setup, the main gist is that the view is just really beautiful, and then there's a beautiful setup, so you really know that it's well thought of, well planned. Harp, so I'm also seeing that there's going to be classical, or if not, instrumental music playing it. Those kinds of rom-com proposals, it's almost that. Sometimes even something telling me it's even gonna be better for you. Okay, so those kinds of proposal. And also red, okay, with your card here, I'm seeing that red, okay, is really significant. It could be for some of it could be a significator, that's their word, or a symbol rather. It could be a symbol of the passion burning between the both of you, red fire. It could also be that the place is going to be adorned, covered with so much red flowers, particularly red roses, or if not, just red flowers. There's there's a red. Okay, there's a lot of red colors surrounding, coming in with the venue of the proposal. Okay, now the target card and the bridge is saying that, you know, this is something that, you know, you may, you know, when this happens to you, okay, when this moment actually happens to you, what these cards are saying is that this is some place or something that you never thought you've dreamed of until it finally happened to you. You know, like, you never thought you really wanted this until it actually did happen to you. So it's that much magical for you, pile number 1. And then we also have the Princess of Swords, again the Page of Swords. So sorry, it's moving. Anyway, the Page of Swords with the Seven of Cups being beside each other means that, you know, your future spouse may be hearing this from him or from others, but your future spouse, your fiancé, your future fiancé, you know, they've put in a lot of effort with it. I'm hearing that they've been planning this for months. For some of you, it could even be a year or, you know, years. So there was a lot of planning happening. Okay, you may have noticed that there were some changes with them whenever you guys are together, and for some of you, it grew to a level of suspicion. But no, your future spouse, your fiancé, is just preparing for this magical moment. Now, Seven of Cups here in this reading is signifying that, you know, there was a lot. Well, definitely it's grand. So there was a lot of help from a lot of people. I'm also seeing that when this moment happens, it's not going to be just the two of you. You know, like, you're not going to be alone when this happens. You're going to be surrounded with family, with friends. All the important people in your life will be there. And that's what makes it magical. It's almost as if it's the actual wedding day itself. Well, Hermit card is, you know, just a reflection that on this day, like most other days, you know, when this day does happen, it's like it finally seals the deal, you know, that never again will you ever feel lonely in your life. So when that moment happens, you know that, you know, your days of loneliness, your days of being alone, of solitude, all of it will be gone. The feeling of loneliness is something that you'll never have to feel anymore. So that's one. And two, second meaning for Hermit is basically, you know, everyone just being there. So this grand moment is not just important, you know, between you and your future spouse. It's also a signifier that, you know, you are really loved. You know, when this moment does happen, you're going to feel so much love, so much positive energy, you know, so much companionship, everything. Okay, everything in that specific moment and that specific day will be perfect for you. Okay, so yes, that is it for us. File number 1. I hope you like this reading. Now, and thank you so much for watching. Now, don't forget to head down to the next portion of your pick a card, which is the initials selection. Okay, see you soon. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chosen the Sodalite, this is for you. Okay, now let's see here. What will be the first card for you? Oh, you have, well, now let's see how this card would relate to the, you know, rest of your reading on how your future spouse will be proposing. So I'm gonna lay out all of your cards first, and for the rest of your fortune tea leaf cards, you have hand. Okay, and then you have crack cup. Okay, you also have knot. And then you have hat. Oh. For your romance angels card, you have express your love. And then you have tree, grounding. You also have Two of Cups for your tarot. And then you have Six of Cups. And then you have the Seven of Swords. I'm so sorry about the rattling sound. Okay, let's just move this one a little closer. There you go. Alright, so pile number 2. Okay, first off, I wanna give you the general energy in terms of all of the cards put together. Now, from what I'm seeing here, your future spouse, for most of you, take what resonates, please. I'm seeing here that, this is someone whom you have known for a long time already. It's either your childhood friends, or it could be that, you have been in a committed relationship with this person for a long time. Or it could be that, you guys started out as friends. Let's say you were best friends back in high school or, back in college. Or, just good friends. Like, there's a strong foundation between the two of you. That's not exactly romantic at first, but there's just a strong foundation coming in. And I'm also seeing here that for most of you, it could be that, this is an ex. Okay, for some of you, it could be that you have broken up with this person before. Okay, or it could be that you both know that you like each other, but then during that time, in the past, for some reason, there were just some things that were getting, in between the two of you. And then finally, by some unexpected twist of fate, you were finally given your chance to be together. So I'm seeing that there's a strong history, surrounding your reading. Okay, now let's go with the cards one by one. Okay, with the Wealth card here, what I'm seeing is that, for your proposal, when your future spouse, finally proposes, there's actually a lot of money spent on it. This is planned and also, extravagant and splurge on. So could be that. Could also be that, you were always planning to get married, to be committed. It's just that, you both agreed that we will not push through with a wedding or with marriage unless we have reached, let's say, our target saving goals. Sorry. Or if we finally feel that we're a lot more financially free to commit ourselves to marriage. So there's that. And then also with the Hand card, I'm seeing that, there was a lot of work put in to the proposal. Okay. Yes, there was a lot of work, a lot of hands, a lot of people help. It was not just your future spouse who planned this, he also asked for help. He asked around on what you like, what you don't like, what you were dreaming of. And I'm also seeing that, this proposal would come off as a surprise. This would happen on a day wherein, you were just well dressed. You thought you were going to do something. You thought you were going to go somewhere. And then when you went to that place, that venue, you're going to do something else. But then, out of the blue, you didn't know that there was something else bigger that was actually happening. I'm also seeing with the cracked cup and the nut that, prior to you guys, proposing, or prior to the proposal happening, it's possible that you may have been engaged in an argument. You could be that you guys fought, you had a fight before, the night before, or a few days or weeks before. And I'm seeing that this could also be part of the plan. Okay, your future spouse is also pretending to pick a fight with you so that you will be distracted, or that you wouldn't think that they're planning something really great, something really big. So their attention would be so much on you, or at least the attention would be something else and not be distracted by this thing that they're preparing for. So that's why we have the hat in here. But then with well, he is talking about the intensity or the depth of the relationship. Now, with these cards coming in, I'm seeing that one of the motivators, as they say, of this proposal is that they want to make up for lost times. They want to be able to give you the things that they weren't able to do before, during the time that you were apart, or possibly for some of you, one of the reasons why you were separated, or a relationship or romantic relationship didn't push through between the two of you, and they weren't able to give you these things, but then during that time they wanted to, but now because you're too busy, or because maybe of your age or priorities, you felt like it's a bit silly, or it's a bit untimely to do it now. So they want to be able to show that, express your love. They want to be able to show that and give it to you in this time. It could also be that, let's say for instance, for some of you, they know that you love surprise, but then you hardly or you rarely get surprises, so they're gonna give it to you. Or let's say you've always wanted to go somewhere, and then they take you there. Okay, and then that's when you guys have the proposal. Now I'm seeing that for this one, it's most probably that you guys will be alone. Okay, it's just most probably the two of you. It's a private situation. It's a private party. It's a party for two. Okay. Yes. And I'm also seeing that your future spouse may be a little bit frustrated in that day, because they have everything planned up until the last minute rather. They have everything planned, and then it could be that they're very perfectionist, that when something doesn't go their way, not that okay, sorry, or when something doesn't go as planned, there go, it's a better term, they get frustrated. There are things that are planned that didn't happen, that didn't push through. Okay, there are things that went a little out of plan, but then again, at the end of the day, they are still satisfied, because again, you were able to express your love, your admiration, your respect for each other. And definitely that's what matters. So there will be a little bit of loopholes or challenges, things not going as planned, some some painful recollections of the past. But then on that day, on that moment, those negativity, those challenges will be dissolved, and it all boils down and all comes down to the fact that you guys are there. You both are there to show and share your love and respect for each other. Okay, so that's it for us, pile number 2. I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and hopefully I get to see you on the next one. And don't forget to go to the next part of the pick a card reading. We're going to do a separate pick a card for the initials. See you later. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you've chosen the citrines, it's very small, the citrine crystal, this reading is for you. So let's find out first what is your first card, and later we'll lay out all of the cards and read them all together. Okay, for your first card, it's very straightforward. We have marriage. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's lay out the rest of the cards. For your other teeny fortune cards, you have sun, happiness and well-being. You also have dog, far away. You have kangaroo. you have Turkey. And then you also have, we have new love. And then we have vulnerability, middle. And then for your tarot cards, we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Chariot. And then we have the Magician card. Alright, pile number 3. What are the surrounding factors, regarding your future spouse proposal to you? Okay, collectively, what I'm seeing here is that for most of you, again, take what resonates, but for most of you here who pick pile number 3, it seems like this is an unexpected kind of marriage. I'm seeing that, there are two interpretations, two alternatives for this one. One, it could be a whirlwind kind of marriage wherein you are currently with someone new. Like the relationship is really new, or you may have met overnight, and then something unplanned happened. Could be that you got pregnant, and then you both decided to pursue a marriage, like even so you actually like each other, and the rest is history. So it's whirlwind. And then one, I'm also seeing that for some of you it could be an arranged marriage. Okay, so it's either that, or there's actually another interpretation coming in. So please excuse the interpretations. I'm getting a lot of energies, okay, since this is for a lot of people. The little crystal gives a lot of energies. Love it. Okay, anyway, the third alternative is that, okay, this is also in relation to the first one, but it could be that this new love coming in could be someone that you met right after a breakup with someone. Okay, so you broke up with someone, and then it's either there was already someone that you were really in love with, or that was really in love with you, and then you finally realized that you were actually the right one for each other. So that's one. Or two, you broke up, and then it really disappointed you, it really hurted you, and you went to go someplace else to free your mind from the pain, and then brought about by unplanned events, okay, or situation, you met someone unexpectedly. There's a lot of surprise factors coming in, unexpected factors. Now, marriage here is what I'm seeing here is that it's a pretty straightforward kind of proposal. Not that it's not sincere, no, but it's usually more on the practical side. So there's less of the there's less of the grand gestures. There's less on the romantic aspects, but more so there's more on the actual talks. Okay, so this is not something that's, even though it's whirlwind and all, this is still something that you keep on discussing over and over again. So even if ironically it's unplanned, I'm even seeing that for some of you it's quick. Okay, like it's sudden, like it has to happen soon. Okay, it's happening soon. It's like, it's almost as if as soon as there was a proposal, the marriage or the wedding would already take place. Now, for those of you living in the US, it could be that you will be marrying someone in Vegas. I'm seeing that possibility for some of you. Okay, so it could also be that you both elope with someone, and then you married off someone that your parents or your family did not approve of. Okay, or it could also be a marriage that was not allowed. Okay, so there's also some form of secrecy, happening in the marriage. Now let's talk about more of the cards in an in-depth perspective. So we have your marriage, we have the sun. So the sun card in the fortune tea leaf is also saying that this is still, regardless of it being quick, unplanned, this is still something that brings you a lot of joy, a lot of abundance. Dog, okay, we have here dog far away. So this is actually more of a support as to the surprising factors or the unplanned factor of these proposal. And then we have kangaroo, something that's quick, as well as with turkey. Okay, so it could also be possible that for some of you the proposal isn't really something that you had in mind, but it's also as if there was this tradition that either you or your future spouse family is following. Okay, it's almost as if it's planned or pre-planned by someone. It's like, yeah, the proposal or the engagement is already ready, we're just waiting for the husband or the wife or the right fancy to celebrate it with, to give it to it with. So I'm seeing that it's almost as if it's pre-planned. And then another thing that I'm seeing is that with the meadow, this is something that's really risky, but in a good way. If you look at the card meadow, okay, so in terms of the card, it's really wide, there's a lot of flowers and all, and it's almost as if you don't see from your own perspective. There's a lot to see. There are things to be discovered yet. There's a mountain or a hill to overcome, but nonetheless, okay, you are still willing to go through that challenge. You're willing to defy the odds and fight, okay, the uncertainties, okay, battle against the uncertainties. Okay, vulnerability could also mean that this is someone who you met, who came into your life at the right place and at the right time. Okay, so there's actually a lot of beauty surrounding this card in terms of your reading. And then we have here Ace of Cups, and then we have new love. So again, this is someone, okay, this is an unexpected union. Okay, Chariot here. Okay, Chariot is, I believe, speaking of the the swiftness, or how quick things are happening. But nonetheless, okay, with the Magician card appearing in your reading, it's stating that even if everything is fast, sudden, and planned, you are still aware. You both are still aware of what's happening, of what you're doing, and you wouldn't have it any other way. Like, you're really sure, you're really pushing through with your decision, and this is more out of love, okay, more than anything else. Alright, so that's it for us, pile number 3. I hope you liked this reading. I hope this was able to help. Thank you guys so much, and don't forget to stick around for the next part of the pickup pile, wherein we will be doing the initials. So see you later. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Tiger Eye crystal, this reading is for you. So let's see here, what is your first card, and then after which I'll lay out all of your cards and I'll interpret them all together. Now for your astral house, it's success. Okay, so let's see, what is the card pertaining to in terms of your proposal. Okay, so for the rest of your fortune tea leaf cards, we have here wedge, someone trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. And then you also have bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. And then we also have egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. And then we also have the star, guaranteed success. Okay, so you have 2 success cards, 2 star cards. Lovely, love it. Okay, and then we have for the romance angels card, we have chemistry. And then we also have we have lake, stillness. For your tarot cards, we have the Hierophant. We have justice. And then we also have the hanged women. Alright, so pile number 4. Okay. I'm seeing that, in terms of your proposal, this is something that's planned between you and your future spouse. It could be that you met at a very young age, or you met at a time wherein both of you are working on something in terms of your studies or in terms of your career. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing that you may be in a long distance relationship with this person. So, regardless of the case, there is something that must be completed first. It's like a mission, or a goal that must be completed first, must be achieved first, before you both commit yourselves to marriage. Okay, so why we have the success card and the star. So the wedge here, I'm speaking about the specific difficulty happening between the two of you. Again, it could be that you vowed to finish your studies first before you actually marry, or it could be that you plan to be successful in your respective careers or businesses first before you actually decide to wed each other, or you plan to, could even be something personal. Let's say you plan to travel the world first. You want to enjoy you both want to enjoy being single first before getting married. So regardless whether it's a personal or a career goal, there is something that must be done first, must be maximized first before heading into this next chapter, next phase of your life and relationship. Okay, bag here and egg is saying that when your future spouse proposes to you, everything has been done. So they were able to graduate from school. They were able to get the promotion that they've always wanted. They were able to earn the money that they've always wanted. Okay, so bag and egg is saying that there's already fulfillment. Okay, there's already satisfaction. It's like the mission has been accomplished. Okay, in you and your future spouse life. It's like I'm feeling boss energy, boss vibes. Let's build an empire kind of vibes between the both of you. Okay, it's like it's like you are both at your most confident selves. You are both at your best selves when you finally decide to get hitched, be committed to one another in terms of marriage. Okay, so there's already that build an empire kind of thing going on between the two of you. Then we have here star. Okay, guaranteed success. So everything that you've always wanted to happen in your life, not just in your career, everything that you've wanted, it's already there. You already feel whole and complete as a person when this happens. And because of this, now you both feel ready to share the rest of your lives with each other. Okay, now let's get into more details of your proposal. Okay, chemistry. Okay, so the moment, when is when this does happen, the moment would feel right. I am seeing some level of spontaneity. It could be that you've talked about this with your future spouse. You both know that you both will be marrying each other. And then with the lake and stillness here, I'm seeing that when you do go to this special place that means a lot to the both of you, to your relationship, you would just know that it is the right time. Like out of nowhere, one of you proposes. Okay. Yes, so it's like kind of like your promised land to each other. Okay. And for some of you, okay, let's talk about the tarot cards. No, that's related. Okay, you have Hierophant, Justice, and Hangwoman. I'm seeing that for not for some actually, but for most of you who picked this pile, the kind of proposal that you guys will be having is the kind of proposal that you have been manifesting. Okay, so I'm seeing that there's no specific details because, of course, to each our own. Okay, we have our own dream proposals coming in, and I'm seeing that, because you and your future spouse get each other, your future spouse would know what you like. So the cards are saying that whatever it is that or however it is that you want your proposal to be, it will happen. That's why I keep on getting success and star. Your manifestations in terms of how it will go through will actually happen. So if you have a vision board, if you have a journal, if you have a dream board, everything almost everything, or that is listed there on how you imagine it would be, it will actually how it will actually be. Hope that's making sense. Okay, yeah, so your manifestation, how it will happen. Now let's talk about your tarot cards. You have here the Hierophant, Justice, and Hangwoman. So the Hierophant is an indication that even though you know that you both will never leave each other, that you'll always have each other, you still want to make things legal. Probably that's why we have the Justice card in here. Like, you love each other, you'll always be there, but let's make things legal. Okay, let's make it official. And with the Justice card, I'm also saying that this is a pivotal moment for both of you. Like, there were a lot of challenges, major challenges that you both had to go through. I'm seeing that for some of you, it almost came to a point where you were breaking up, or you were almost breaking up, but then again you realized that you can't live without each other. So the proposal is not just a proposal, but it's actually also a sacred moment between the two of you, because finally, after all those times, all those sacrifices, especially with the Hanged Woman being in here, after all the things that you have to endure, that you have to go through, that you have to sacrifice, after after everything, finally you're able to reach this moment wherein this is it. No more distractions. Okay, nothing else to go, nowhere else to go to, nothing else to do. This time it's just you and me, us. Okay, this time I'm ready to focus all of my time, energy, and love to only you. Okay, so the waiting, the Hanged Woman being in here beside the Justice is saying that the waiting is finally over. Okay, so this time it's your time. I am all yours, baby. Okay, so yes, that's it for us. File number 4. I hope you like this reading. If you like this video, thank you so much for sticking around. Now, please do check out the next part of the pick a card, wherein we'll be doing another pick a card, but this time more for your initials, months, and dates regarding your future spouse. Okay, so see you later, guys. Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of the reading. So this time we're going to just pull initials, nothing else. Okay, so I prepared 3 for this second part. Now pick a crystal that resonates to you the most. So for pile 1 we have the Dream Amethyst crystal. For pile 2 we have Jade, and then for pile 3 we have the Sunstone. Okay, so pick out the crystal that speaks to you the most, and then when you guys are ready, I'll get started with crystal number 1. Okay, so for those of you who pick crystal number 1 or the Dream Amethyst, these are your initials. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's gonna be quite a lot. Okay, so for your initials, you have W, you have Z, okay, you have Q, you have H, you have D, you have J, you have R, then you have letter U, okay, and then you have the month of February, and then you have letter K for the soft letters because they're not in the block, and then you have letter T, then you have letter E, you have N. Okay, so it's up to you to make out words that make sense. Okay, you also have the month of November, then you have number 3, number 8, and then I believe this is O. Okay, UK. So some of you, it could be that UK is a significant place, or could just be part of a word. Okay, it could be a name or a place or an event. Okay, so it's up to you how this resonates. And again, thank you so much for sticking around for part 2. Hopefully you like the whole video for today, and hope to see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 2, if you chosen the Jade crystal, this one is for your initials. Okay, let's see here. What initials do you have in terms of your future spouse and their proposal? Okay, whoops, stop. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. Alright, so for the initials, the letters, we have B, then we have V, this is an M, and then we have number 3 or a date. Quite a lot. I think I've picked out all of the letters in the alphabet. Then we have G, we have W, okay, we have G again, so you have 2 G's so far. Then we have J, and then we have I, T, X, M. Okay, we have L. I think this is R. Then you have K, you have S, okay, you have O, you have Q, you have R, so 2 R's, 2 G, then you have U, but there are more letters. So we have G, we have 7, and then we have 1. Okay, then we have letter Q. Oh, and 2 Q's. Okay, and then we also have another number 7, repeating number. So this could be an angel number. Okay, for some of you. Then we also have 8. No, this is 9. We have 9. And then we have I think there you go. The first month we have you stay here. We have June. Okay, so we have December, we have September, okay, and then we have July, Okay. Also, oh, we have another number 9. So you have repeating numbers, guys, and letters. You have E. You have another E. Okay. Wow. Okay. And then you have fix. Okay. I think for some of you, if you're drawn to this crystal, you may have been attracted to a particular pile earlier. Okay, so yes, that's it for us for the initials. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye! Item number 3, if you chosen the golden sunstone crystal, this group is for you. So we're going to do initials. We're going to get months, dates, and letters, initials. So this could be the name of the place, a name of a person, or an event, anything that would resonate with you guys. Okay, I feel like I should get here, surface level. Okay, there you go. Charan. Okay, so let's start with your letters. You have letter C. Okay, I'm already making out a word. Corn. Okay, but then again, think what resonates. You have corn, acorn, letter A. Then you have Q. You have T. You have Y. You also have letter L. You have letter D. Then you have letter G. And then you have number 8. You have F. You have another letter A. And then you also have 0. Okay, for the month you have April. Okay, you have 3, 5, and then 8 and number 3. Okay, so 2 repeating numbers, 8, 8, and 3, 3. I feel like I should get one or 2 more months for you, pile number 3 or group number 3. Okay, hold on, which is big one. I'm so sorry, but my screen phone is actually not okay. So it looks bad. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, let's need a month for pile number 3. Hold on. Okay, just gonna get a month. There you go. Oh, October. Alright, so yeah, that's it for us, pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for the video. Hopefully you liked this reading, and hopefully I get to see you on the next video. Bye guys!